Most people asking, what is the fastest way to start an online business, secretly want a cheat code. The truth is, there is a fastest way, but it's the opposite of what YouTube keeps telling you. The fastest way isn't Amazon, it isn't starting drop shipping. It's certainly not chasing brand deals and sponsorships. Here's the secret. You ready? It's one tiny offer, it's one simple system, and it's one traffic source. That's the secret. This is the exact secret that I've used to run this business and businesses in other niches, including for pets, for painting, just about any and every system out there that has worked for me. I've implemented this secret that YouTube never talks about. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the fastest way to run a successful online business. It's one thing to have an online business, but it's something completely different to have a successful one. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. And believe it or not, this system that I'm going to reveal to you is just 5 simple pieces. But if you miss one of the pieces, you're not going to have the fastest route. It's going to take you longer to find the success that you're looking for, and you're going to be stuck and frustrated and angry and annoyed. And no, you don't need a massive audience. You don't need to be a tech guru, and you don't have to have it all figured out at one time. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to sell first. You'll know where your buyers are going to come from, and you're going to learn how to avoid the stuff that wastes months and even years of your time. Hi, my name's Alston Godbolt, and I teach platform-proof monetization. I don't believe in the TikTok shop. I don't believe in the YouTube partner program or the TikTok creativity fund. I don't believe in getting paid by the platforms because they're inconsistent. They can be taken from you at any point and you have no control. I want to help you gain control over your income so that it's consistent and you can actually live the life of your dreams. So let's go ahead and get into the fastest way to start a successful online business. Because there's a difference between people who just have an online business and people that have a successful one. It might not seem like there's a difference, but there is. So let's go ahead and get into piece number 1. And you simply just need to start with one person and one problem. Now, when you start with one person and one problem, make sure that that problem is painful enough where people will actually be willing to pay to have that problem solved. So what do I mean by one person, one problem? In general, people will buy things from you. You'll have a successful online business if you can help people save time, save money, make more money, or avoid frustration. And there are literally millions of problems out there. However, you've got to find a problem that is specific enough and painful enough. I'll give you a few examples. The first digital product that I created was called the 60-Second Business Blueprint. And it was designed to help new affiliate marketers use the power of TikTok and other vertical videos to get more traffic so that they could make more money. That was one person, affiliate marketers. In fact, it was me. And I wanted to get more traffic so that I could earn more affiliate commissions. And that's a pro tip in and of itself. Look at who you are and who you were and the problems that you were going through and how you overcame those problems. I was the affiliate marketer at the time and I was struggling to get consistent traffic through YouTube and through TikTok. And so what I did is I kept testing different things and trying different methods, and a couple of videos went viral, and I figured out how those videos went viral, and I came up with a formula that worked consistently for me on my first TikTok account. And then I created a specific digital product to help people that were like me. So a very simple pro tip is look at who you were 5 years ago and a problem that you were going through. Now, usually you don't want the problem to be the problem of you. It should be general enough that there are tens of thousands of people that are going through that exact same thing. One of the most important things that you want to do is you want to make sure that you are finding a very narrow problem. Every successful business out there started off with a narrow problem. Think about Amazon. What was their problem that they solved? They sold books online, right? They sold books to people that were looking for them, and eventually they zoomed out and they started selling other stuff. But then they actually kind of readjusted their problem, or solution, I should say. Their solution eventually became getting products to customers quickly, within 2 days and even within same day now. But think about every product out there. It solves one problem. This microphone solves one problem. It allows content creators to create better audio. It doesn't do better audio and better video and better this and that and other thing. It solves one problem, and that's why it's really good. So what I want you to do is look at who you were over the last 5 years and identify a problem that you solved for yourself, because chances are there are millions of people out there that have that exact same problem. Not everyone's going to buy your problem or your solution, but enough people out there can and will to be very successful. And this is great if you're a busy creator, because you don't have to go reinvent the wheel. You just look back at the most pressing issue that you had for yourself and how you overcame it. Number 2, you are going to create a tiny digital solution. And this is really important. You want to create a digital solution. You don't want to sell t-shirts. You don't want to sell physical products. The reason is, when you create a digital solution called a digital product, you can create it quickly. You can create it relatively inexpensive. You don't have to worry about overhead. You don't have to worry about shipping. You don't have to worry about other costs associated with doing business. For example, let's say I sold this t-shirt. I've got to store the t-shirt. I've got to find a manufacturer. I have to pay them. I've got to worry about logistics, making sure the product gets to the customer in a timely manner. And then if there's a return, I got to find a place to store my returns or, destroy them. When you create a digital product, you can create your first digital product in a weekend. You can get version 1 done by Sunday and have it launched to the world by Monday. And what's really important is that the digital product solves a specific problem. Okay, very narrow. One of the issues that a lot of people run into is they make their first digital product too big and too broad. A lot of people have imposter syndrome, and so they'll try and keep stuffing things into their digital product so that they feel like, hey, if I just keep adding stuff, people will find it more valuable. When in reality, the opposite is true. You want your digital product is a thing that you create on the computer, to be very narrow, very focused, and it builds trust and credibility. Now, what's really cool about your tiny digital product is that you can use Canva to create it. You can use Photoshop. I oftentimes get asked, why do I recommend Canva? Canva's free. They have a bunch of templates that you can use and implement quickly, and you don't need to be a techie. You don't need to be a tech nerd. You get on there, you can point and click. If you can, if you can do basic internet browsing, you can be successful on Canva and make a bunch of money. You don't have to use Canva, but if you want to make it as seamless and as easy as possible, Canva is the first route to go. So the first digital product that you should create, you can do a template, you can do a workbook, you can do an ebook. I'm not a huge fan of them, but you can do ebooks. I like done for you templates. I like planners, cheat sheets, checklists, and even like a mini workshop. The digital product that you create should solve the customer's problem in an hour. It should not take days or weeks to achieve a result. And the reason is we want to get what's called a quick win. And with the quick win, you're building trust, you're building credibility, and most importantly, you're building confidence. You want the customer to feel confident that you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, and confident in themselves. And if you can help them get a quick win, there's confidence in that. So one of the most important things you can do is quick results. It should not take weeks or months. It should be hours or days at worst. And like I said, and one of the cool things is when you build out a tiny digital product, it's a gateway. It is not your entire business. It could be your entire business, but you're going to have a plan on the back end to sell more stuff. And speaking of selling more stuff, let's get into number 3, which is you are going to attach either a reoccurring revenue model or a high value affiliate offer on the back end. So you have this digital product that solves a specific problem. What usually happens is every solution causes a new problem. Let me give you an example. My ear itches. My 60-second business blueprint, it solved the problem of getting traffic, but it created a new problem. Now that I have all this traffic, how do I convert the traffic into sales or affiliate commissions? Maybe they need to learn more about affiliate marketing, and there were a few opportunities. I sold high-ticket affiliate marketing on the back end. You could do a reoccurring membership or community where you're helping them solve the problem of email marketing or teaching them about affiliate marketing basics. As I mentioned, the tiny digital product that you're selling for like $9 or $27, that's the front door, right? That is not the entire business. But one of the biggest benefits of reoccurring income or having a membership is the reoccurring income, so that you're not starting off every month at zero. you can continuously build a client base, you can help solve ongoing problems, and you can show them what you're doing so that they can see that what works. If you decide to go with affiliate marketing or a high ticket coaching program, you can meet your revenue goals much quicker. Let's say if your goal is to make 10K per month and you're selling a high ticket affiliate program that's paying you $1,000, you only need 10 people to join. In fact, you would need less than that because you would also have the digital product that you're selling on the front end. But make sure that you kind of map all of this out ahead of time. Don't just fly by the seat of your pants. Have this planned out. Okay, this is the first thing that I'm going to offer. And then ask yourself, now that I have this solution, what other problems are created from the solution that I've just made? And of course, while I'm talking to you, my dog decides to let everybody know that he is listening as well. So really important, make sure that you have either reoccurring or another thing that I would recommend inside of your tiny digital product, also offer affiliate products, offer tools that are going to help them solve their problem faster or easier. And as I mentioned, one of the things that I did is I offered, I recommended a course called Legendary Marketer, a high ticket course. I also recommended Bluehost as an affiliate. I would earn $65 per sale there. And I also recommended ClickFunnels, which offered reoccurring income or reoccurring revenue. So my one tiny digital product that I actually sold for $5 back in the day, it wound up being the gateway to earning affiliate commissions that I still actually make today, which is really cool. And so what I would recommend, you write down 3 or 4, maybe even 5 at the most of affiliate products or services that the customer would need to help them achieve the result faster or easier. And you can even ask AI to help you out with that. But I would recommend that you start off brainstorming first, because whatever you put into AI, it's going to spit back out to you. So if you give it bad information or partial information, it's not going to give you the best output. Okay. Number 4, and this is really important, use one traffic source to start. I've been speaking to a lot of people and they say, Alston, I see that you're everywhere. You're on Reddit, you're on Facebook, you're on TikTok, you're on YouTube, you're on LinkedIn, you're everywhere. You don't need to be everywhere to be successful with your online business. You just need to pick a traffic source or pick a place where you're going to create content. And usually it's going to be where you're spending the most time. If you spend a bunch of time on YouTube, go to YouTube, become the master, become the expert at YouTube and go all in there. YouTube gets billions of visitors every single month, and you only need a small fraction of that to have a successful business. You don't need to be on TikTok. In fact, what I would do is I would plan to go all in on one traffic source for 3 months or 6 months. After that, after you've mastered it, after you've spent time learning the ins and outs and what it takes to be successful, you learn about the audience that's on that platform, then you can start introducing other platforms. But don't jump all in on 2, 3, 4 because you're going to be spreading yourself too thin. Focus on one, become the master, learn the ins and outs, learn the major players that are dominating the industry, see what they're doing well. That's probably a regret that I have. I didn't spend the time learning what the experts were doing or what the leaders were doing inside of YouTube. And I just kind of started creating YouTube videos how I wanted to create them. What I should have been doing is I should have spent more time learning what they were doing and how they were doing it, which is most important, how they're doing it, and then kind of modeling it, but then adding in my own sauce. I think I probably would have grown quicker doing it that way. So that's a pro tip there as well. Okay. Next, what I would recommend that you do, step number 5, is to build a welcome email. So here, email marketing, if you really want to be successful, email marketing is the open secret. That's the difference between people that are successful over a long period of time and what they used to call flash in the pan. And I'll give you a few examples. One really interesting example is Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is a comedian, but in the early days, Kevin Hart built an email list. And whenever he did a show, so comedians, they go to different venues. Some are like bars, some are nightclubs, and he would do a set. So he would do his comedy routine, and then he would ask for people's emails. So they would go around and fill it out, and he would enter in the emails into some sort of database. It was like a Google Sheet or Excel at the time. But when it came time for the next venue or the next event, he could send out an email. Or if he uploaded a new YouTube video, or if he was doing a Netflix comedy special, He could send out an email and say, I'm over here on Netflix, come check me out. He was able to make more money. He was able to command more from different film studios because he had a mailing list. A mailing list is the one thing that you can take with you wherever you go. In fact, you want to start a mailing list before you go to a different platform, because if you have a mailing list of, let's say, 10,000 people, you start off on YouTube, you get a mailing list of 10,000 people. And then you want to start on TikTok 6 months later, you can send out an email to everyone in your mailing list and say, I'm over here on TikTok now. Come join me on TikTok if that's what you're interested in. So that way you're not starting off from scratch. You can use your mailing list to get ideas. You can use your mailing list to sell more stuff. You can use your mailing list to send people back to your content. You can use your mailing list to reach out to brands and say, hey, look, I've got a mailing list of 10,000 active customers or users. How much for you to borrow my mailing list to sell a product or service? You need to build a mailing list. And there's 2 ways to do it. One's free by offering a lead magnet or a freebie, a free gift. Another one, which I prefer, is a paid mailing list. That's when someone buys your tiny digital product. And the benefit of that is they have trusted you once to buy stuff from you. They most likely, as long as you over-delivered or you provide the value that you said you're going to provide, they'll buy from you again. So always build a mailing list. Always, always, always. In fact, your favorite YouTuber, your favorite content creator probably has a mailing list of some sort. Do email marketing. Okay. I didn't do it right away. One of my biggest regrets is I should have started email marketing when I started creating content, because who knows where my list would be right now. I waited too late for that. So that was the 5, and I actually have a bonus for you. If you stayed to the end of the video, thank you. But I have a bonus that I think will help you. Commit to a 90-day sprint. Most people are not successful because nobody is standing over their shoulder telling them to do it. When there's no boss, there's no significant other or spouse, there's no interested party, it's easy to say that I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it later, I'll do it next week. And then tomorrow, later, next week never comes. But you need to commit to a 90-day sprint where you're creating content every single day, where you're working toward your goal, your business every single day, because you'll be surprised at how quickly your online business can go from 0 to 1 or 0 to 10 in the matter of 90 days. Just know too that this is a new skill, and it'll be unfair to yourself. It'll be unrealistic to assume that you're going to go from 0 to 10K in 90 days. But what is more realistic is you go from 0 to maybe 100 people on your mailing list, or you go from 0 to getting, you go from 0 views to getting 100 views on your videos, or 1,000 views on your videos. It's really important to give yourself every opportunity to be successful by being consistent and persistent, showing up every single day when you don't feel like it, when you're sick, when you're tired, when you're angry, when you had a long day at work, when your kids have been bugging you, when you are just coming back from Johnny's soccer practice. Commit 90-day sprint. Commit every single day for 90 days, and you'll be surprised at where you are. You will have learned new skills. You will have overcome obstacles and hurdles and roadblocks, and you'll be a better person for just doing something brand new for 90 days. All right, so comment 21 Minute Club if you stayed until the end of the video. Also check out the first link. It's actually going to be the pinned comment as well, but I've actually put together a free gift to help you launch your first digital product in 14 days. It is completely free. All you have to do is go to the first link. It's platformproof.com, and there's a quick video. I think it's a 4-minute video. Explains exactly what it is, how to sign up. You also get a ton of bonuses as well. Go ahead and check that out if you want to get started. And don't forget to comment 21 Minute Club. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.